Hi everyone, Oh My Jonah here, and today I'm gonna be watching episodes 9 and 10 of One Piece. Last episode we saw the Buggy and Luffy fight, and then that was done, and we're moving on to a different place now. They teased a little bit of Usopp last time, so that's where we're gonna start. So this is episode 9. Let's go. That's interesting how they animated this one. Or how things were drawn, almost looking like a fairy tale, because, you know, Usopp was based, or at least we assume that his story is based on, like, the Usopp fairy tales. So it makes sense for, like, the houses and the trees to be drawn in such a way that makes it look like a fairy tale. Fairy tale book. Why would you go to the Grand Line with just that boat? No, you need a bigger boat! These two just don't care. They're not prepared at all. Now we know why Luffy actually wants a musician, because of Shanks's puta. When I explain to kids what lying can do to you, I always tell this story of Usopp, and they actually listen. I mean, it's basically also just the Usopp fairy tale, but it was really fun to tell them, oh, there's this boy named Usopp, and this is what happened in his village, because he's such a liar. And they get it, you know. Like, look at the trees. They're drawn differently. I'm actually interested too how I'm gonna see this story after so long, because I know some people feel like it can be reduced or can even be cut, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But it's been a long time since I watched it, so it would be interesting to see what I would think. You know what? It is a pretty boring village, so I can see why he's doing this too. I hope these three don't get cut for the live action. We didn't see any casting for them, but I really like the three of them. They're so cute. And their names are like the vegetables that resemble their head. I love this gag of his different disease, but just because he's scared. Yes, Usopp. I guess Buggy is quite famous then. That's still pretty naive, because if they were actual, well, they are pirates, but if they were like the actual bad pirates, even if three of them would have really been bad for his village, they could have died. I mean, Zoro's been pretty sensitive about, you know, like his surroundings, and I've always thought that Zoro actually developed his haki way before anybody else in the crew did, even Luffy. Like, I've always felt like he had it. I feel like, well, he probably recognized Usopp at that moment when he said Usopp. They actually run. They left Usopp behind. It was really interesting though, how he uses his slingshots instead of like the regular gun. That's so cool. Because it makes him so much more unique than the rest of the pirates. Luffy going cosplay. I mean roleplay. Did he say it exactly the same way? Lucky Roo. Oh. So it was Shanks who said it, and then Lucky Roo Shot. Zoro was so scary. Luffy, you don't have to scare him like that. You know him. He even said pistol when he's not using a pistol. So he actually said it line per line. Because he would have said if you've already drawn your slingshot. But he said pistol. Oh, Usopp! You can do it too. You'll get there. You guys are so mean. That's so cute because technically Luffy has not seen them for like 10 years. Right? And yet he remembers them and even their stories. So he really liked them. Oh, they didn't even know that he was in Shanks' ship. So he didn't even say anything like, okay, I'm going to Shanks. I'm going with Shanks. Yes, up. I mean, I don't doubt that he probably can. It's really crazy how they can just leave their kids. I get it, it's for your dream, but still. Might as well just take your kid with you. Oh, you know what? Like, Usopp's been his friend even before he knew him. Because he was told stories. And Luffy was such a lonely kid. So even imagining, oh, there's this boy the same age as me, named Usopp, and maybe later on I would meet him. Oh, my heart. Even like this mansion looks so fairy tale-y. Chills. I'm excited to see Alexander Maniatis play Clahador. I didn't think they looked the same when the casting came out, but I'm like, the more I see him, the more I imagine Clahador to be him. And he's tall, like he's much taller than Iñaki. Like, look how she lit up. You know, sometimes when you're sick, it's not just a physical sickness. It could also be ailment of the heart. Like how absurd these things are. And yet they all come true. When you think about it, like even for Usopp, he was just imagining these things. He wouldn't have thought that his imagination, his stories that he told Kaya, that they would come true later on. That's... dreams come true, people. I keep dreaming and working towards it. I want one of those swords. They're so cute. The old man was like, move along. Maybe that was also a reference to Little Red Riding Hood, or like the wolf eating them. I never thought that before. Or even Hansel and Gretel. Right? I never thought of that. Like, I was so focused on the boy who cried wolf to think that there could be other stories in here. Like, I mean, you can even say she's kind of like Rapunzel, like Kaya, because she's stuck in this house. It's a great liar. Because you know what? Like, Usopp also doesn't have anyone. He doesn't have family. Maybe that's why he understands Kaya and how she must be feeling. Man, Usopp's a strong guy. Oh man. Now that I think about it, he's a really strong guy. If it was me, I would have been more like Kaya, you know. Just sick all the time. He's already up there. Oh my gosh. Don't scare the kids. Luffy should be fine, but the rest of them are... Poor Zoro. He fell on concrete. Don't lie about something that would be found out right away. Kimitachi! What was that? Poop suit. Don't trust guys with shoes like that. They must be hiding something. Like, those are weird shoes, okay? Those are weird shoes! Who wears shoes like that? Seriously? Oh, look at my man. Django. He's one of the weird people in... I mean, everyone's weird in One Piece. Ah! That was so fast! I'll jump right into episode 10. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. I'll go. It's crazy how he just asked for a favor and it's for a big ship. That's a lot of money. Oh, seriously. He's gonna be so good in the live action though. Ah, claro. Nah. The weirdest guy ever. Well, so far, the weirdest guy ever so far. Because there are weird people in One Piece. Luffy, read the room! He really didn't have to do this. He was just being so mean. Oh. Did Luffy have that face because of Ace? For someone to say that you're trash because your dad's a pirate. It's kind of like the Ace situation. Well, shut up! If you're wrong, you say sorry. That's how easy it is. It wasn't the treasure, it was the adventure. He was still wrong, but... Look at Usopp. How smooth that was. I mean, you deserve that, man. Sometimes you just gotta hit them. Because they don't get it. It's interesting how he thinks of a pirate. Like, that's always been his idea of a pirate. Like a brave warrior of the sea. But pirates can be different things too. People know of like the bad side of it. Because pirates are bad! They take your stuff. They ruin your villages. What a jerk. Yeah, Usopp, that's not the answer. Kaya's so nice. Yeah, just let it go, Usopp. See, but not only does Kaya need Usopp, Usopp also needs Kaya. Especially in this setup that they have, because they both have no family. Why, hey Luffy, why are you mad? You give him food, he's gonna protect you with his life. They didn't really specify what her sickness was. But I guess she's not allowed to be outside? Or she's too weak to go outside? Look how pale she is though. Like, oh my gosh. Because she doesn't go outside. I wish I have a chef. And I won't have to cook. I love how fair she is. Like, she understands both sides. And she's telling Clarador now, like, yeah, you were wrong too. Like, I get it. I was wrong, but you were wrong too. Story. Did anybody actually believe this? I mean, did he really take care of her? During that time, would Kaya have died if Glador was not there? She has nice parents. So rich but so kind. Well, I don't know about that. He doesn't do bad things though. He's just a liar. Not even like bad lies. They were like white lies. They have to sell this for the live action. That he's actually saying the truth. Yeah, Maniatis really has to sell that. Make it believable that Klahadol is that kind person that he's showing to us. I think he can do it. The backwards guy. Usopp! I would think it would be so hard to do the moonwalk on such what do you call that, ground like that. It has to be on like the floor. Oh yeah. Oh, he said Jodan. Jodan Yuna. I love how Oda thought like being a hypnotist and doing moonwalks would like be a good combination. Does Michael Jackson look like he would be a good hypnotist? Like, why? How did he think of that? It matches though. That's such a weird position. He's very positive. Other people would think of him as a dad who abandoned you. No. A butler? That one? 1, 2, Janko. Oh my gosh, what's he talking about? Yeah, everyone thinks of you as a weird guy. Yeah, Klahadol has always been sus. That's why Maniatis has to really sell that. For people who don't know what's going on, right? Maybe they would believe that he's actually a nice guy. They might have to do more dialogue to give him that, you know, like he's a really kind guy. Maybe some interaction with the villagers. Weird shoes! Like, for real, don't trust people with these shoes. I'm sorry, it's just weird. As if that's not sus. She writes the will and then she dies? That's so obvious. Yeah, see? That's Shellstown. Like where Morgan was like the leader of the Navy. I get it though. I feel that sometimes. Instead of actually working, I just want to be like a millionaire. He didn't plan that, but he would have. I bet he would have. How unfortunate that when they were, that this 3-year-old plan, like he decided to do it on this day when Luffy gets to this island. If it was just Usopp, like, it's gonna be bad. But Luffy was here. He still doesn't believe that Luffy's gonna be, like, a strong guy. I don't know if Luffy gets it. Luffy's not even mad at all. I mean, like, he's not worried. Oi! I love that. Whenever Usopp does like oi oi oi, we're like oi to Luffy. Of course he looks. Don't look, don't look. He's so stupid. Just don't look! You know that. Dang, he really fell, like, really fast. He thought Luffy died. Dang. And that hurts more. Like, we should have just killed him. But for them to leave you alive? Because he knows that nobody would believe you anyway? Like, dang. That's what I've been telling my kids. When you keep lying, nobody's gonna believe you anymore. I do believe them though, still. But nobody's gonna believe you now because you've been lying every day. I know. Because he doesn't have his own family, so basically this whole island is his family. And Kaya too, and to think that people would... They would die because they won't believe you when you're saying the truth. This is why you shouldn't lie, kids. He did say something about the giant cat! And they did that with Nekomamushi and like the cat tail. I didn't know he talked about that. That was the goldfish. As that, did he talk about the giants? Stop showing his shoes. It's so weird. They're still flying the flag, so wouldn't people know that Kuro is still alive? Or maybe they would just think that they are the subordinates and they're keeping his legacy. That hermit crab! What? Already? Dang. Okay, that was episodes 9 and 10. It's actually really cool. And like it refreshes my brain because I haven't seen this for a long time. Syrup Village was not something that I would rewatch on the usual, so yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing it for years. Usopp, his story is really I guess maybe people didn't like it because the action might be lacking. Story-wise, I like it. It shows so much about who Usopp is and what kind of person he's dreaming to become and what kind of person he is now. And knowing what we know now in the current arc, it's like, and seeing him like this, like he has really grown so much. And I can't believe he talked about a giant cat and like defeating it using like a cattail plant, because that's what they did with Nekomamushi in Zou. I didn't think I didn't remember that at all. But like his lies became reality. Maybe that's also a lesson. You know, sometimes when you keep lying and you believe in yourself that your lie is actually true, then it kind of messes you up, right? Like, you believe your own lie kind of thing. So maybe you're saying like, okay, if you lie, then it might happen in reality. And what do you do about that? So that's cool. I like how they did the backgrounds, drawing it, making it look like a fairy tale book was really good. And yeah, I noticed that they might have been trying to put different fairy tales in one. With maybe it was Hansel and Gretel or Little Red Riding Hood with the wolf eating her and grandma, and Kaya being stuck in the mansion, not allowed to go out, kind of like Rapunzel. So that was cool. It's almost like Into the Woods. So yeah, I really enjoyed that 2 episodes. Let me know what you think. If you realized something while watching this too, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.